Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. First and foremost, I really do want to say thank you for all the love and support you guys gave me on the last one. You know, all those 35,000 views, 35 views. But for real, thank you guys so much for those that commented, for those that liked it, and also for those that watched it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this so I won't waste your guys' time here. So as you guys know, this video is going to be it's going to be about my biggest loss and my biggest win in February. Again, my wins and my losses are all paper profits right now. I'm paper trading. One of the questions that I've been getting is, Jonathan, when are you going to start trading with real money? So I just started trading back in I pretty much started trading back in December, as you guys can see from my Profitly. I'll go into that right now as well. But the reason why I'm paper trading is because we're coming to the end of like a really great market. And also, number two, I've never done this before, so I don't want to put my hard-earned money at risk and lose it all. You know what I mean? But pretty much this month, I haven't really been trading much. I've lost about about $250 because the market is shifting. The market is shifting. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm still going to be paper trading. I want to see how this new market comes into play. And I don't want to be putting my hard-earned, my hard-earned money at risk if I don't really know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm a newbie when it comes to all of this. So once I do put my hard-earned money out there, I want to make sure that I'm doing it the correct way. I do know with this whole stock thing, losses are going to come. It's going to be inevitable. It is what it is. But if I can minimize those chances as much as I can, then I'm all up for it. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to show you guys my Profitly here. Hold up, let me see if I could. Let me minimize this. Put me in the corner, you know what I'm seeing. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go over my biggest loss. Okay, so LTNC. I was on the 24th. I lost $375. And it was actually my biggest loss to date. Okay, so I'm going to go right here. That's AABB. LTNC. Okay, so like I said, my wins and my losses are all paper profit. If I was actually trading with the real broker, it would show my entries and my exits. Since I'm not trading with the real broker, and sometimes I just need to restart it because it's a software and it messes up. It actually erases my entries and my exits, but that's the reason why I trace my trades, so I can go back and pretty much study them. Okay, so I entered right here. I entered right here at 243, which is the bottom of this red candle right here. It ended up breaking out. So with this whole stock trading, what I do is I trade patterns. I'm learning how to trade patterns with these penny stocks. You can even see that this is less than a penny. So I'm learning how to trade patterns. This one was a breakout. So pretty much what a breakout is in simple terms is, let's say a stock is at $25 for the past 4 days. It hasn't been able to break that $25. Once it breaks that $25, the pattern history shows that it ends up going higher, 25, 28, 29, 30, 40, whatever the case may be, right? The thing about these breakouts is that there's such thing as a fake out breakout, meaning that if a stock doesn't if a stock hasn't passed 25 in 4 days and then it goes past 26, has it considered broken out? I mean, yes and no. It needs to convincingly break out. Okay, so as you can see, this stock right here convincingly broke out, right? So I wanted to enter it. So I entered it right here at this red candle. It started consolidating. Consolidating is when it's not really going anywhere. You could also call it sideways action. So I was in it right here at the bottom of this red candle. 1, 2. These are minute candles. Each red and green candle you see is 1 minute. So that's why I'm counting it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I believe I exited right here around 2-4. I exited right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for 7 minutes, I held it, and I wasn't patient enough. My thesis ended up being right because it ended up breaking out. To be honest with you, I don't know. I believe this would have been like a 4. No, that was another trade. I don't know what this percentage would have been or how much I would have made. All I know is that number one, my thesis was right, and then number two, I wasn't patient enough with these stocks. Sometimes you need to give it room to breathe, and then also you need to be patient. What I did though, this is a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because I had discipline to actually exit the trade, because it was consolidating. Just because it was consolidating doesn't necessarily mean that it can go up. It could have also gone down, and I could have held it and hoped that it would have gone up, and then I would have been out like 600, 700, 800, $1,000. But one thing that I'm taught how to cut my losses quickly. If it's not going along the way I think it is, then go ahead and exit. So that's why I exited, because it was just in consolidation. One thing that I've learned from this trade and also from other trades is when you're in consolidation, meaning when it's sideways price action, especially with these OTCs, do not exit, because even though these are small little green candles, this is a significant price change, which is the reason why you could see like I entered right here at 243, and then right here I exited. I'm sorry, I entered at 24, and at 243, and I exited at 24, and that was a $300 loss, right? So, well, 375, so almost $400 loss. So if I would have held and maybe sold up here, then I would have had I don't want to throw out numbers. Maybe a $400 or $500 gain. I don't know. Maybe more. Maybe less. But point of the matter is, I would have made money if I would have held longer. But also, I cut my losses quickly, because if it would have tanked, then I would have lost more. So that's my biggest loss right there on LTNC. Now, going to AABB. This one, I've been having a love-hate relationship with you guys. I've made a lot of paper profits with this one, but also this one in March has been a little bit of a headache. Okay, so let me go right here to AABB. So this one I made 520 bucks right at morning open. Shoot, 520 bucks right at morning open in less than 20 minutes. My job, I make like $900 a week, so to make half of that in like 20 minutes, to me, it shows me the potential that trading penny stocks has. But also, is from my other trade, you could see how quickly you can lose that as well. Okay, so this is AABB, $520 profit, and then I had that I was a 17% gain. I put PT in my comments right here to make sure everyone knows that I'm paper trading. I'm not trying to fake anyone out and be like, oh, look at all this money. Like, it's all paper trading. Okay, so like I said, you guys, so I trade patterns when it comes to these penny stocks. There's many different patterns that you could trade. I have just been trading the ones that have been working for me, which have been breakouts and also morning panic dip buys. This so happened to be a morning spike. So pretty much a morning spike is exactly what it sounds like. In the morning, it spikes up. But the real question is, why does it spike up in the morning? So AABB has been a runner, as you can see from here. It's just been going up and up and then up and up and up and up. I believe this was a first green day. This was the end of a first green day. So pretty much what a first green day is, if a stock on one day isn't doing well and it's in the red, obviously red means it's doing bad. And then the next green day, the next day, it's going well, it's going up, it's going up. That's considered the first green day. There's a pattern called the first green day pattern, where when it's closing near its highs, meaning it's the highest that it's been within that day, you hold it overnight, because then overnight it gaps up. So right here, it ended up gapping up just a little bit, not much at all. But since it's been running, since it was a runner in February, people get a hold of it, and people are figuring out, hey, like, I don't want to miss out on getting profits from this runner. So in the morning at 9:30, all these buy orders stack up. I'm sorry, I'm still learning. This is level 2. This is selling, ask, bid is buying. So all these bid orders build up. They build up, and at 9:30 it starts going up, because this doesn't trade after markets. This is only trading from 9:30 to 4. So So it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, and then I ended up entering right here 0.29. 0. Yep, the top of the candle 0.29, right? So kind of FOMO kicked in for me in a way, yes and no. FOMO is pretty much fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out on the potential gains of this, but I've been profiting on it, and it's just been running. So I figured, I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. So I entered, and then it started consolidating that sideways price action I was telling you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you see that little spike. Even though it's just a little spike, it could be like, I don't know, like 30, 40, 50 bucks difference, depending on how much you are in the trade, how many shares you bought. So it started going up, and I'm like, cool, and then I ended up exiting at 342, right at the top. So I ended up getting the meat of the move, right? So with that one, that was my biggest win in February, which was 520, and then my biggest loss was 375. So those are my biggest wins and my biggest losses. Some of you may be asking, well, how do you really know when to enter a trade, and how do you know when to exit a trade? From what I've been learning, it all depends on how the price action is going. Price action is pretty much this right here. When it's live, you see it. You see it go up and down, up and down, up and down. With these OTCs are a lot slower than Nasdaqs. If I was trading a Nasdaq, then you'd see it constantly. And then also learning how to read level 2 right here, which is ask is selling, bidding is I want to buy this stock for X amount of price, right? So it's kind of just reading all of that, and then also the volume candles right here. And then also knowing the history of the stock, of how it's been the past 10, 15 days, month, year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever the case may be. I'm not here to teach you guys. I just kind of want to show you guys my thought process. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's my biggest win and my biggest loss. If you guys do have any questions, let me know. For March, you guys, the market is shifting, and I've been losing money the past 2 days, which is kind of different from February, because like I said in the beginning, in February I made a little over $4,000 in paper profits, and with this market shifting, I know it may or may not be like this for a while, but I want to prepare myself if it is like this for a while. So I'm going to be kicking back on trading. I'm still going to be looking at the markets, but maybe entering and exiting a position and actually trading. I'm going to kick back. Tim says kind of trade like a sniper. You look for your best setups. You need to be patient. So if there's a setup that comes into play, then I'll go ahead and play it. Maybe I'll try and get some screen recording time in, so you guys can see how I trade live. I may win some, I may lose some, I may win a lot, I may lose a lot. That's not the goal though, because I need to cut my losses quickly and stay disciplined and stay to my actual plan. But for March, it's just kind of kicking back, looking at the market, having it adjust, seeing how these patterns play out with the market that hasn't been on fire as it has been the past year, I guess. But I've just been trading since December, so I've been able to get the end of the hot market. But yeah, I'm just going to be kicking back. I'm going to be studying a lot more, but I do want to update you guys on how all of this is going. So if you guys are still watching this, I really do appreciate you guys' time. I don't know if this is 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how long it is, but thank you guys for watching this through. I hope I motivate you guys to actually do something that you guys aren't really comfortable with, but you guys have been wanting to do. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. If you guys have any suggestions or whatever the case may be, or questions, go ahead and comment below. Again, thank you guys so much.